It is no secret that people want to learn scripting. The question is, how do you actually learn it? As a Roblox developer, I've been told by numerous people on how do you get started. Let me repeat that again. How do you get started? Thinking about this alone is the biggest challenge for most Roblox developers. In this video, I'll explain to you on how you can finally learn scripting after years of failing to do so. This comes from someone who struggled to learn coding and quit several times before finally getting a hook on it. The first thing that I tell you, what is your goal? Think about that in your head, because this is the most important step that you have to consider on whether you should get started with coding or not. There are numerous reasons on why you get started with coding. I would assume that most people would like to build a popular Roblox game at some point. There's nothing wrong about that. Even I had that goal when I initially started. However, telling you from my years of experience, you are not able to see results right away. I have to be brutally honest to you. Roblox development is not something that you do quick over the short term. You have to spend loads of time on mastering whatever skill that you want to learn from Roblox development. Pick one skill and stick to it. Master it to the best ability that you can. I would assume that the majority of people would like to get started with coding, hence you click into this video. So you need to understand that this journey is not going to be easy for you. There will be times that you struggle. You feel like quitting. For the first few months of me learning how to code, I struggled to learn about the basics of coding. This includes on how to properly execute an if or else statement. My code was messy and it didn't have any structure or syntax to it. I used that learning experience to help me improve. Many people make assumptions that coding is simply not for them. I was in the exact position as you are. What you have to do is to frame your mindset into believing that you can actually do it, because this will help you to get started. The thing is, when I started Roblox development, I didn't believe myself. I would think that I was incapable of doing so. I managed to overcome this by starting. Just take action today. Just start learning how to code. Just type your very first line, because that could be the difference between you quitting and never taking action and starting and taking some action. What I can tell you is learning how to code is not hard as you think. I want you to believe that you can actually do it. It could be as simple as learning on how to change the color of the block when a player steps onto it for at least 10 to 15 minutes per day. When I wake up, I will usually do coding for roughly around 15 to 20 minutes per day. The reason why I do this is so simply that I can create consistency and momentum. These two things alone are really important for me to be able to learn coding. Well, the issue is that most people don't get started with Roblox scripting is because they think that it is simply too hard for them. Well, imagine this. Let's say if you are a 4-year-old, do you recall the first day of kindergarten? As you can imagine, 99% of people would say that the first day of school was the most challenging thing that they have ever in their life. That's the point I'm trying to bring with Roblox development. But there isn't an excuse for you to give up scripting just because it's too difficult for you. You have access to the internet and you should do that, because with the internet, there are an infinite possibilities for you to solve your problems. And as they say, there's always a solution for everything. There's a common misconception that you have to know about scripting. Even the greatest scripters out there, they don't know everything about scripting. Would I recommend for you to use ChatGPT? Well, absolutely, but it really depends on what direction you want for your code. Because it's only good if you can explain to ChatGPT what to do. Because sometimes ChatGPT won't do something that you want to do. I can guarantee you that 99% of people quit scripting because they don't know that they can research stuff. They don't know that they can solve the problems through searching the internet. You may be thinking, I don't know how to fix an issue. Even when I search this up, it doesn't do anything. What do I do? Two things that you need to consider. First, you need to check if there's any typos with your script. Have you analyzed any potential errors that cause the script to malfunction? And thirdly, I can guarantee you, 99% of the time, it is something to do with a typo. However, there are some instances where there are bugs in the code that you can't figure out. So you can use ChatGPT to help you assist problems. I don't recommend for you to let ChatGPT write an entire script from scratch because it doesn't know what to do. Because it's only when you tell what to do, then it gets you where you want to be. You need to use YouTube tutorials or other means of ways for you to help to solve your problem. Obviously, you don't want to be stuck in a tutorial loophole because what this basically means is that you keep watching tutorials but you gain nothing from it, and as a result, you don't take action from it. This is a common mistake for many new beginners, so myself used to make. The issue with that is you do learn something, but at the same time, you're not taking any action towards implementing on what you have learned. Just because you watch others do the code for you doesn't mean that you learn how to code by simply watching them on how to do it. I mean, yes, you can probably see some common patterns, but that doesn't really foster your understanding about coding. And this gets back to my point. People struggle with coding because they're stuck in a constant loophole of watching tutorials after tutorials. What you need to do is to start today. It doesn't matter where you're at, just start now. I don't care if you're not ready, just start today. As they say, someday is today. Interesting enough, I once read a book called Someday is Today by Matthew D. The book is all about overcoming the barriers that prevent you from achieving your goals by knowing on how to tackle on procrastination and how to increase productivity and your creativity. These problems are present even in Roblox 11 because many people suffer with procrastination. Even myself, I used to suffer with procrastination a lot, especially when I study for exams. Anyways, this book is really helpful for you to understand the step for you to tackle procrastination. Because I'm telling you right now, procrastination could be the biggest killer towards achieving your Roblox elemental goals. Obviously, if you keep watching Skibidi Toilet or something like that, you're gonna get brain rot, and as a result of that, you're gonna lose some concentration and focus. And that's really important for you to be able to maintain your goal to achieving mastery in scripting. Because initially, when I started scripting roughly around 2 years ago, there wasn't as much brain rot content like Skibidi Toilet as now. Now you can scroll for hours watching the latest Skibidi Toilet thing that, oh god, I can't think about this. Okay, let's move on now. Skibidi Toilet's now over. I don't want to see the comments flooding Skibidi Toilet. Okay, anyways, we're gonna get back to topic. What you can do instead of consuming Skibidi Toilet, you can make a game about Skibidi Toilet. Think about that. Not only you're making Robux from it, you're literally practicing on how to code, you literally practice how to build, etc. If you want to learn about how to start your Roblox game, click this video on screen right now. I'll see you later.